lovers, I'm back! And I put out my first video, yay! And nothing happened. Nothing happened. What was I so afraid of? I have no idea. No idea. I was afraid for what? Nothing. Yep, nothing. So I'm here to talk about fear. Fear is the name of the game, man. So I was so afraid to put out that first video, and I put it out and nothing. I had nothing but positive feedbacks. My family, my friends, everybody gave me such positive feedback, like, hey Jessica, we're so proud of you, good job, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I was afraid. Let me tell you how long it took me to put out this video. It took me 4 years. 4 years to make one video. One video. I'm ridiculous. And I started this channel saying that I'm going to be talking about liquor, but I just at least wanted to stop and talk about my fear of how scary it was to put out this video. I can't even tell you how hard I've been working and trying to put out this vlog, and how long I've been talking about it and thinking about it and orchestrating it, and I just never did it because I was held back by fear. Fear is something that can hold you back from all of your goals and all of your dreams and everything great in your life because you're scared to just take one step. Fear is a story that we make up in our mind about what's going to happen next, and it can stifle us. It can keep us stuck in the mud, not moving forward, repeating the same thing day after day, and being depressed. Like, I was really depressed for a really long time because I was like, I just want to do this thing. Like, I have this idea, I have this goal in my mind of where I want to be in the next few years, and all I kept doing was talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And the more I talked about it, the more I talked myself out of it instead of just doing it. It's just so funny how your life can not move forward because of you. And fear starts from within. It's you doubting yourself. It's you taking all of the negative stuff that's built up in your mind and allowing it to overtake you into literally stuck physically, mentally, and in your motion. Like, you physically don't move. And you would imagine how much footage I've taken of myself and of my events and of different things, and I just haven't put it together and put it out on a camera because I was like, or on the tube, I guess I should say, because I was just scared. And I'm like, people are gonna judge me. People are gonna, you know, say all these different things. But anyway, so if you are a person like me who is stuck and who is afraid of taking the next step, I have 4 steps for you to take. So, 1, acknowledge. Acknowledge your fear. Acknowledge why you're scared. Acknowledging your fear is, put your fear out there. It just, I'm afraid, you know, and I think sometimes just acknowledging and knowing what's holding you back is part of moving forward. So if I acknowledge it and I give it room to breathe and I put it out there, now it's off my chest and it's easier to move forward and kind of decipher where it comes from. The second thing, number 2, the second thing is to talk about it with your friends, talk about it with your family, talk about it with anybody who will listen. Talk about it with your dog, talk about it with your cat. Talk about the thing that is holding you back. Talk about your fear. Like, I talked about my fear with my family and my friends, anybody, my boyfriend. Just talk about why it is that you're fearful. And you know, my friends and my family are so awesome and so supportive, and they give me positive feedback all the time. They tell me, you know that I'm capable and I'm able and I can do it, and that allows you to reflect your fear off onto someone else, whereas you're not harboring inside fear and holding in emotions about particular things in your life is not healthy. And sometimes we harbor a lot of the things that ache and pain us inside, and we don't release them, and it's not good. It allows for others to speak life and to speak positivity in your spirit, to give you encouragement and to build you up so that, you know, whatever it is that you're afraid of, that you can possibly conquer it. And the third one is to study your fear. And I know that's a weird one, but I'd say study your fear because you can find out what's underlying. What are the underlying surface or deeper things that are holding you back from doing what it is that you want to do? And when I studied my fear, I kind of was like, well, why am I afraid? Why are you afraid, Jessica? What is holding you back? What's making you fearful? And I was like, well, I'm afraid of people not liking me. I'm afraid of being scrutinized. I'm afraid of people thinking I'm not good, or I'm not good enough, or maybe I speak too fast, or, you know, or I speak too slow, or they don't like my look or my hair, or whatever the case may be. I was just afraid of not being liked, and also afraid of what could happen. Like, hey, I'm gonna put out these videos and I hope people like them, and if they don't, like, what happens? If they do, then what happens? You know, if I'm successful and it's great, you know, is my direction gonna be right? Like, I'm starting a channel, right, about my life and about being in the liquor business and about all of the things that are entailed, about, you know, having conversations with my friends and doing makeup and all of these things centered back to this positive message, you know, about being in the liquor industry and having integrity and being a good person within a business that's dominated by men. And what is that going to look like? Are people going to be even interested in that? And I started to see that, like, it roots back to, I have a really awesome family and they all do really cool things. And I'm like, well, where does my space lie? Like, who is Jessica White? Like, is Jessica going to be in the liquor business forever? Who knows? But, you know, what I do like to do is to be on camera and to talk to you guys about life and love and my life and, you know, different things. So I guess I was just nervous that maybe this wasn't my thing, and who knows. But that leads me into point number 4, which is take action. So in order to get over your fears, you have to do. So here I am, putting myself out here on camera, speaking to you guys about fear and, you know, how afraid I was to even take this step of putting myself out there. And when you take action, you start to diminish your fear. Like, for instance, I started my job at working in the wine and spirits industry on my first day, and I was terrified. You know, I was like, are you really making me count by myself? I have to talk to these people, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what they're gonna think. I don't know how to sell. I didn't come from a liquor or wine and spirits background. I used to work in all kinds of industries. So I worked for the University of Phoenix. I've worked in retail. I've worked for a marketing company. I worked for enterprise. I've done it all. You name it, I've probably done it all. And I've never come from a sales background or wine and spirit. So I was really nervous. I'm like, I don't know anything about these brands. I don't know how to sell anything. I don't know how to make a sales pitch. What if they don't buy from me? Like, what's gonna happen if these people don't like me and I don't know what I'm doing? And this is what I have to do every single day, is sell alcohol. Oh my God. But then I got better as I moved along and started going to more meetings and meeting with more buyers and making more drink menus and creating more events and doing all this stuff. I realized that I'm pretty good at it. And I started to get better as I practiced and I became better. So, you know, sometimes taking action allows you to practice, and practice makes perfect. My mom said to me this morning that if you're not afraid of the things you want to do in your life, then you're not dreaming big enough. You're not thinking large and elevating your standard of life. I have big dreams of where I wanted to go, and, you know, starting with being on YouTube is part of that. And I was like, I'm scared, but if I wasn't scared, then I'm not going in the right direction, or at least I don't feel like I'm going in the right direction. So here I am, putting myself out there. I hope these points helped you. I hope they will help you get over your fear, or at least start to, because fear is a big thing of why we don't accomplish a lot of things in our lives that we want to accomplish. And I want you guys to be great. I want to be great. So again, acknowledge your fear. Talk to someone about it. Study your fear. and then take action, do, and hopefully you can be here like me, starting to do something you're really afraid to do. So I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this helped you, if you want to see more topics like this. But I appreciate you guys. I love you so much. And always do you and do it well. Do you, do it well. Be great, be awesome. I love you. I don't know what I'm sitting here.